You're 26, top student at Bogota's finest finance faculty, scholarship, honors degree. Your future looked clean.
Bank job, small desk, other people's money, other people's dreams. Your salary? An insult to your intelligence.
One evening, a colleague invites you to dinner. The restaurant is too expensive for his salary. You notice. You say nothing. A stranger sits at the table. Expensive suit, calm eyes. He knows your name, your tax law grade, everything. He says, "You're making other people rich. Do you want to do it for yourself?" You laugh. He doesn't. You say no. You go home, you lie down. But his words don't leave. The numbers keep running in your head all night. A week later, your colleague vanishes. Empty desk. Nobody knows anything. Nobody asks. The stranger appears again, outside your building, just standing, watching. Then he leaves. You understand this was never an offer. You open your laptop, you start calculating. First task, create 3 companies on paper. A restaurant, a car wash, a construction firm, all legal on the surface. $2 million will flow through them in 1 month. Your cut, 4%. You have never seen that many zeros next to your name. The money arrives at night, cash, in an ordinary bag. You sit with it alone in the dark. You tell yourself, last time. The scheme works perfectly. Tax authority satisfied, bank satisfied, cartel satisfied. The stranger calls, says one word, good, hangs up. The best grade of your life, and the most dangerous. You look at your diploma on the wall, then at the bag on the floor. You already know there is no way back. 3 months in, $6 million laundered. Nobody suspects a thing. You start to feel untouchable. The stranger has a name now. Miguel. He calls every Friday at 9 p.m. Calm, precise. You've never seen where he lives. Miguel tells you to scale up. 10 companies, different cities, different industries. You need a bigger system.
You hire an assistant, smart, hungry. You don't tell her what she's really working on. She doesn't ask.
$10 million a month flowing through your hands. Your cut is 5%. You stop checking your balance. You already know.
New apartment. Cash. You tell everyone it's a loan. They believe you. People believe what they want to believe.
One night, Miguel calls on a Tuesday, not Friday. Your hands go cold before you even answer.
One of your companies has been flagged. A routine audit. You have 72 hours to fix it.
You don't sleep for 2 days. You rebuild every transaction, every receipt, every signature. The auditor looks at everything for 4 hours, then closes his folder, stands up, leaves. You breathe for the first time in 48 hours. Miguel calls, Friday, 9 p.m. He says, good. You realize you just saved your own life without knowing it. Your assistant starts asking small questions, innocent ones, but the wrong ones. You see it in her eyes. She's starting to understand. You double her salary, she stops asking questions. You hate yourself for knowing exactly how that works. Late one night, you find a tracking device under your car. Cartel or DEA, you don't know. Either way, someone is watching. Expensive apartment, expensive suit, honors degree on the wall. You are exactly where your intelligence brought you, and you are completely trapped. You remove the tracking device. You tell nobody. You put it in a drawer and pretend you never found it. But you can't sleep. Every car outside your building, you check it. Every stranger who looks at you twice, you remember their face. Miguel wants to meet in person. First time ever. A warehouse on the edge of the city. You go alone. Inside, 12 armed men. Miguel introduces you to the room. This is our accountant. Everyone stares. You understand what that means.
You are no longer a contractor. You are part of the organization. There is no resignation letter to write.
The cartel is moving into real estate, luxury apartments, hotels, entire city blocks. The numbers are enormous.
Panama, Luxembourg, Dubai, the Cayman Islands. Money disappears into the system and comes out clean on the other side.
Your assistant figures it out. You see it the morning she comes in and doesn't say good morning. She knows. You both know she knows.
That evening, she disappears. Doesn't answer calls, her apartment empty. You don't ask Miguel what happened. You don't want the answer. For the first time, you feel real fear. Not fear of prison. Fear of what you have become. Fear how easily you accepted it.
A DEA agent contacts you. Not an arrest, just coffee. He slides a folder across the table. Photos of Miguel, of you, of your companies.
We've been watching for 8 months. We have enough. But we want Miguel. Help us, and you walk free. You have 48 hours.
You go home. You sit in the dark. You think about your assistant, your colleague, the 26-year-old who just wanted a better salary.
Every account, every transaction, every name, 8 years of work, hundreds of millions, all of it in your hands.
24 hours left. Betray the cartel and maybe live. Stay silent and definitely survive. Until you don't. You close the laptop. You already know.
You choose silence. You tell yourself it's because you're smart. Deep down you know. You're afraid. 48 hours. Nothing happens. You start to breathe again. Then Miguel calls.
He knows about the DEA agent, the coffee, the folder, everything. He always has.
You made the right choice. Then he hangs up. 3 words. You sit in silence for an hour.
Your reward? You are now head of the entire financial operation. Every dollar the cartel makes flows through you. Every single one. No longer millions, hundreds of millions per month. The most important person nobody knows exists. New city, new identity, new name. The cartel builds you a life from scratch. Clean, untraceable, perfect.
The DEA agent finds you again. Different city, same folder, more photos, more names. He has been following you for 2 years. This time, no deal. Just one photo across the table. Your mother, outside her house. He says nothing. He doesn't need to.
You go home and vomit. First time in years, your body tells you the truth. You are not smart. You are not untouchable. You are owned. That night, you make a decision. Not for yourself, for her. You open the encrypted file. Every name, every account, every transaction. You call the DE agent. 3 words. I have everything. 5 seconds of silence, then don't move. 20 minutes. You hand over the file, witness protection. New country, new life. Everything gone. You pass a mirror on the way out. You stop for 1 second. You don't recognize the person looking back. You think about that 26-year-old at his small bank desk, dreaming of more. You got more, just not the more you imagined. New country, new name. Small apartment, no luxury. No numbers, just silence. For the first time in 8 years, just silence. 47 arrests, Miguel among them. You watch it from a different continent. You feel nothing. New identity, new passport, small accounting firm, ordinary clients, ordinary numbers. It feels surreal.
Same street, every morning, same coffee, same table. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows what you did. That is the point. Every night you check the news, waiting for the headline, waiting for the day someone finds you. 6 months, then a year, nothing. Slowly you start to believe you might actually survive this.
One morning, a letter arrives. No return address. Inside, one photo. You and Miguel, 8 years ago. No message, just the photo.
You call your DEA contact. He says, "Stay calm. We are watching." You sit on your kitchen floor for 3 hours. Nothing happens. The letter was a warning, a reminder. They know where you are. They are choosing when. You stop waiting. You start living. Not because you are safe, because waiting to die is not living. Evening classes, literature, a room full of ordinary people living ordinary lives. The most beautiful thing you have ever seen. A classmate asks what you did before. You say, "Finance." She laughs. You smile. First real smile in years. You think about your assistant, your colleague, everyone the machine swallowed. You carry them every day. New name, new passport. A stranger's life. But it is yours now. All of it. The guilt, the survival, the second chance. You were the best finance student in Bogota. You could have built anything. Instead, you built a prison with golden walls. And the only way out was to burn it all down.